Hi, once again. So in AI augmented coding, we're going to try and focus on system thinking. Okay? System thinking. We're not going to narrow down to just coding. So what is coding? Anyone has an idea what coding is? You've done coding in school already? You've built some things? Okay, so anyone done tried their hands on coding? Anything? Robotic, whatever, web development, mobile. Pardon? What have you forgotten? Very good question. So I get to refresh your mind about it, alright? So we're gonna go, what I'm gonna teach you is gonna help you. I'm gonna show you how to think in system, alright? That's why I call it system thinking. How to look at the whole picture and build holistically, not just coding. So coding is just putting codes, lines of code, syntax, if else, loops together. Alright, but I'm going to teach you how to think in terms of systems. Okay, so what are the systems being connected? What is being used? Okay, so now everywhere you go, there's AI. Everybody keeps talking about AI. It's your generation. It's your time. I mean, my time when I was in university, we talk about more about big data. What's it called again? Big data, emerging technology. Those were the buzzwords that was raining some few years ago. But now everywhere you go, AI. When you open this, AI this, AI that. Some people say don't think, just use AI. Okay, so how are we going to use AI as an assistive tool to help us in our coding? But in this course, in this class, I want us to think about more in terms of systems. How to build systems. Is it web? You want to build for the web? You want to build websites? How do you think about all the systems needed? Is it robotic? You want to be able to control a robot? Is it what is it called? Internet of Things. You want to have a home automated system. You want to be able to control your lighting, your refrigerator, your microwave. What again? Your gate. You want to open your gate when your daddy comes home. Instead of you getting up to go open the gate for daddy, you or mommy, you just press a button from your room. You just sleep in your bed and just press a button, bam, and the gate opens. So this is what we're thinking about systems. So what I'm going to show you is more of system, not just limiting you to coding. Because you have to think bigger, because now the coding is doing the heavy lifting. Alright, gone are the days where you have to sit down, be very good at coding. It's very difficult, but now the machine is doing that for you. Alright, so we have two approaches right now. So it depends on what path you want to go. That will determine how much deeper you should go. Okay, so, but who will build the AI? Someone still has to build the AI. Is that also? Or do you think the AI will build it itself? Yeah, everything that we use on the computer, everything on the machines that we have, someone built it. Okay, so although we are saying that AI is going to help us, so these are the two paths you have to consider. Alright, maybe in terms of career or in terms of your day-to-day life, how you use the system, how you use the machines. So I put it in two boxes. There's a comedian that said there are two things involved. I don't know if you heard the joke. His name is Basket Mouth, a Nigerian comedian. Then he talks about in life there are two things involved. Then he goes on every phase. He talks about two things. Then when he mentions the two things, you take one, then draw another line and mention another two things. Then you take that one and mention two things. Is that also? So this morning you have the choice to be here or not be here. Those are the two things. You chose to be here. So now that you are here, you have to choose if you're going to be attentive or not going to be attentive. I hope you're going to choose to be attentive. So you're always looking or iterating or making decisions. Alright, so you can have a binary system, whereby binary just means two. Alright, whereby you break the thing into two, good or bad. You want to be a bad person or you want to be a good person. If you want to be a bad person, you end up in jail. End of story. If you want to be a good person, there are so many options that you can keep exploring in life. Is that awesome? Awesome. So if you want to go very deep in engineering and software, you have to learn how to build from scratch. Okay, you have to learn how to write the codes yourself, with or without the AI. But if you want to be, I don't know, an everyday user, you want to build system for yourself, for your work, then you can consider going the path of using AI in what you do. Okay? Are you following? Yeah, in your education, in your studies, building systems that work on software, that work on hardware, you can have the AI. That's what I'm going to be showing you. But do not ever forget the fundamentals, the basics. One of the best advice I've received in life when I was learning something, my mentor back then told me that stick to the fundamentals. Stick to the fundamentals. Alright? Fundamentals. Or some people call it first principle. First principle. The basics. Another one is the basics. So there's a basketballer called, no, not the answer. The fundamentalist. We had this basketball player in the early 2000s, late 90s. It's called Timothy Duncan. So if you know Tim Duncan, he's retired. He's with San Antonio Spurs. He's with the San Antonio Spurs team, and he's now part of the coaching team and helps them train players. All right. But his nickname, most basketball players have nickname. All right. His nickname was the fundamentalist. All right, because he does the basic things. He doesn't do anything fancy. It wasn't like the Iverson that will do like this, make you shake and make you fall. He just get the ball, turns, shoots, put the ball on the screen, and that's it. And he won championship with that. He became champion. He won so many championships. He won so many rings by just doing the fundamentals. All right. So that's why I'm also encouraging you that in any endeavor you back on, especially now that AI is into almost everything that we do. Learn the fundamentals. Make sure you can sit down on your own without any aid, any system, any machine helping you. Be able to regurgitate whatever you're learning. Be able to do it yourself. If it's mathematics you are solving, be able to do it yourself. Whatever physics, science, the arts, whatever you do, to be able to pull out things from memory, from your brain. That's what the brain, this big thing you have on your head, that's what it's there for. Alright? So once you understand the fundamentals, adding this guy, this AI guy, becomes much easier because everything that you need, the yellow, all how do you say it? The associate everything. Just add the hot water, and your tea is ready to go. So, but the individual ingredients, you should know how to prepare them. You should know how to mix them yourselves. All right. So, those of you who want to end up doing software engineering or any other form of engineering like myself, I do telecom engineering. You should be able to know how to calculus, maths, and all those things. You're very good at, very interested in them, so that you'll be able to build the system by yourself. You'll be able to maintain or build the AI, whatever it is, the base models. All right. But if you want to just be a hobbyist, want to have fun, build things, write your own code, control your robots, build your mother something in the microwave, and do something, build your own car, drive something automated, you can go the AI augmented way. So, and the jobs are also changing. All right. I remember when I was a kid, a little boy, some of the jobs I saw when I was growing up as a kid, some of them have disappeared already. You might not believe it. They've disappeared. Like no one is doing. No one even thinks about it. They were selling gigs I used to do about 5 years ago. They've all vanished so fast because of this guy, and it's happening acceleratedly. But don't be scared. In history, over human history, what happened is that when new technologies are introduced, old system changes, new jobs also comes. So that's what the future for. That's what we're training you to do. We're training you to understand that, yeah, there's a shift. Old systems are being wiped away, and new systems are coming. So how do you position yourself? Some of them are just renaming them. All right, it might just be an old system. How do you say it? An old wine in a new wine skin. All right, it's like you prepare the wine, we are putting it in new wine skin. So fear not. All right, but learn how to think in system, understand the fundamentals. What are some of the jobs you know? What are some career paths you think about? You want to take on career path? Footballer. Oh, so let's throw me some answers. Yeah. Lawyer. Okay. In Ghana, for lawyer, we have, is it Kwame AI? Kwame AI. Yeah, Kwame AI is. It helps. Pardon? Yes. Mini already. in Ghana, talking about the ones we don't have in Ghana, I think one is called Kwame AI. It helps you with the case files and everything, helps you to go through and do so many things. So it's that it's entering into all industry, into all aspects. But, like I said, you must learn the fundamentals. You need to go review cases yourself, know how it works, know how things function before you add AI on top of it. But within the next 3 years, it might be something, it might be part of your curriculum by the time you get to university. It will be something you'll be teaching already in the universities. But I'm giving you a head start. As you come here, I'll give you a head start that learn the fundamentals, know how to read, understand cases, be able to recall things. And once you add AI on it, you're good to go. Another job career path that you're thinking about? Doctor. In fact, doctors, it's a running joke in the tech system that the way a doctor will use an AI system will be different from the way you, the patient, will use it. So you also have to be very careful as a patient using AI tools for your medical needs. Always seek a doctor's opinion, always. Because even before AI, we used to have a funny joke whereby once you Google your symptom, when you Google your symptom, maybe you have a slight headache, and you Google it, this was the days before AI. Before you know, Google will start giving you some weird answers and tell you that you're about to die. Maybe it's just headache. Yeah, maybe you just have a slight headache, you just have to take some, maybe, I don't know, paracetamol or whatever. But Google will give you some weird answers. Alright? But a doctor is trained, 6-7 years medical school, yeah, they know what to do. So the kind of questions or prompts, we call them prompts. When you type into the AI, the prompt we give the AI will be different from the way the doctor will even do that same analysis because they understand the fundamentals. They've been to medical school, they've been trained, all right? But once again, AI needs data. So the AI has taken all the data, all the cases that doctors have treated on, and can do the same thing that they can do, all right? But we still need that human layer, that professionalism in that doctor to make the final decision. Alright, so AI is eating into everything. So by the end of this course, you'll be able to understand how to incorporate AI into what you want to do. But as a precaution, I'm telling you that please learn the fundamentals, learn the basics of software engineering. Okay, you have to learn the basics as well. But I'm going to give you how to do the AI augmentation as well. Any other one? Career path? Entrepreneurship. For me, for example, I'm also an entrepreneur. This morning I was thinking, I was graphing, one idea entered my head. That's how entrepreneurship is all about. It's something I've been thinking about, business I've been building. So I'm like, let me quickly write this in AI. But now I have to prepare for this class. But so the idea is still sticking in my head. So what I usually do is that I run it through Gemini. Most of my ideas, I run them through Gemini. I give it all that is in my head. Then I tell it to look for similar businesses and let's see how we can build a business case on top of this, all right? So there are sometimes there are things you might not even think about because the AI has everything in it. So how they build the AI is that they took all the information on the internet and compressed it, then built that AI software on top of it. So there's nothing that exists on the internet that the AI doesn't know about. That's how powerful it is. So it knows, so that's why they say it knows more than you, but then again, there's a certain decision that you have to make, all right? So see it as a tool, as one of the tools in your toolbox. It's not what I'm calling this course AI augmented. Someone said overlay. Someone said painted. So you are painting your things with the AI as you move along. All right. So within the software business, we have product designers, we have software engineers, we have marketing, we have sales. Is that also? Yeah, and all these people now are beginning to use AI. But as we said, the roles will change, the names will change. It happens all the time. From the Industrial Revolution, from the time to when software started being introduced, things will always change. So some of the new roles that has emerged are the prototypers. Alright, so you can be a doctor, you can have an idea on how to, you can quickly model a case, you can simulate, you can quickly use your code or your AI tools to say, okay, maybe the patient came with this ear infection, then you can run all the possible scenarios and narrow it down. There's an AI, someone, I went to a medical meeting one time and someone said there's a scanning system they have that can help you predict, like it can, because the AI has seen so many of that same scan. I think it was a breast tumor or something else. I think a podcast or the meeting, I've forgotten which one. But the AI, now when you have AI that's able to tell people who have breast cancer. It can tell that based on your biological makeup, based on where you are, these are your chances, and just a little scan, all right, can help. So these are how powerful data is. Very powerful. All right. So whatever field you take, you can have people who can become prototypers. So prototyping means building the first version or the idea that you have, building it out as quickly as possible, showing that this is the basic form of the idea. AI helps us to do that. So some of the new roles have become, it might not be your job description. Maybe you work with a group. You can say, oh, instead of you saying, oh, guys, can we consider adding this thing to it? You prototype it, you build it quickly, and show your team members, or show your boss, or show your company, or show your whoever that, hey, look at this, let's prototype this, let's test it. All right, so these are some of the new roles that's come out because of AI. Can I go on? Yeah, and now because everybody's bringing ideas, we need someone to maintain the system. All right, we need someone to say, okay, this is a good idea. This, let's throw this away. This doesn't work. It doesn't make business sense. Because you also have to think, if it's a business, you have to think about how does it help us make money. Yeah, if you want to have someone listen to you, always show them how to make money or make more money. Yeah, that's the language most business owners want to hear. They don't want to hear about a shiny new technology. Tell them that if I give you this thing, this box, and you put something in it, it will escalate the system times 10. Yeah, then they will listen to you. All right. So you can also have people who are maintainers who maintain the system and make sure that it's a proper structure. Then we can have those who also scale, or those who will also make sure that the system is clean. So we'll listen to a video right now, and this is one of the guys that built one of the most powerful models of AI that we're using currently. I'll show you a number of the AI tools, and it calls those people the top layer, the sweepers. Those who know how the system works and be able to maintain it. All right, because everybody's building, everybody's injecting something into the system. We still need someone who knows how the whole system works and make sure that they are able to sweep the whole system, remove all the bad code, prompt injection, security, cyber security reason, and all that. Cyber security is going to be very big. Yeah, so if you want to go into software, cyber security is something that's going to cost. So many softwares are coming out every day, but we need people to secure them. All right, so if you can have it in your arsenal, one of the things, skill sets you have is to know how to secure systems. Thank you.
Living